Hello, Leo. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. Pussycat Nation, here we are. We are going to look at how you've changed, how you've transformed. So we're going to look at then, and then is kind of an open time period. It could be something like maybe this is a day or two ago. Maybe it was a couple days ago, a couple weeks, a couple months, a couple years. So we're going to look at the energy of then for you, and then we're going to look at the energy of now. And we're going to do it in kind of a unique way. So I'm going to pull out my Archangel deck, and I'm going to look at any angel guide that you had around you then. So it could even be energy if you're not into visualizing an angel around you, at least the energy, some sort of energy around you, because each one of these, like at the bottom, we have compassion. So something that you would have been working through back then in the past, something that was surrounding you and helping to guide you through it. And then as well in the future. And then I'm going to go into the this fairy oracle deck, and I'm going to look at the challenge from then that you were facing and the challenge that you're facing now. And then going into the tarot, I'm going to use my Heaven and Earth tarot, and I'm going to pull out 3 cards to kind of get a snapshot of you then and you now. But that's not all. That's not all, my dear pussycats. Then I'm going to go into my El Key deck, She Who, and we are going to ask the lesson that you have not finished learning. So something that you're still working on perfecting. And then we are going to ask the lesson that you have completed in your learning process. So let's get started. It is general. Because of that, it may or may not resonate. If it does resonate and you're drawn to it, there is an extended. The link to that is at the top of the description within this video. All right, pussycats. Let's see what we got for you. Leo, how you've transformed and changed. The angel guide around you then, the angel guide around you now. Then and now. Okay, the angel guide that you had around you then, you know what to do. Archangel Uriel, trust your inner knowledge and act upon it without delay. Okay, so you had a guide and energy around you that was trying to help you understand that you actually knew what you needed to do. You had the knowledge that you required to take some sort of action, or think about taking some sort of action here, and that knowledge was coming from within you. So maybe, I don't know, you could have been hesitating in the past about something, thinking, I need to know more about the situation. Like there's some outside information that I don't know everything about yet, but the answer was actually inside you in the past. And so this angel was trying to guide you with that. This also, I'm picking up the energy of Hermit. It's with him holding the lantern there and talking about like knowledge within. So I do feel like you were more in a hermit energy in the past, trying to come up with an answer for yourself and then realizing, you know, the answer is within me. That's all I really need to look at here. And act upon it without delay. So there's kind of a sense of urgency that comes in with that last part there. So the angel that you have around you now, prosperity, Archangel Ariel, your material needs are provided as you follow your intuition and manifest your dreams into reality, Leo. So there is an angel around you right now trying to help you become more prosperous, trying to help you meet your more material needs so that these are provided for. Follow your intuition and manifest your dreams into reality. It almost kind of feels a bit like, you know what, we're going to look after some of the physical day-to-day needs around you so that you can focus more on some sort of a dream to realize that and to manifest it. At the bottom, you have gentleness. Archangel Sandalphone. Be very gentle with yourself at this time. Surround yourself with gentle people, situations, and environments. I also have a sense of sort of like presently the universe trying to look after you as much as the universe can. Because your physical prosperity too, I want to say, is kind of also linked into this gentleness card. It's funny, be very gentle with yourself. Be gentle with yourself. Surround yourself with gentle people, situations, and environments. Like that's the physical as well. So your prosperity, yeah, she has a cornucopia of gold here. So there might be something to that as well. Like maybe things are starting to come in for you financially, or you're starting to see an outlook or a plan towards that. But I do feel like that it's linked to this as well. Now I want to look at this because this sits behind it in the reverse. And this is the card that tried to pop out when I was first shuffling this deck. And I thought, is it the then? The first card that wanted to come out, and I just heard keep shuffling, so I didn't really get an answer. But it's curious that it's in the reverse, because it kind of tells me that that's not something you're working on. So it could have been linked to the then. Spread your wings. Do not hold back right now. The timing is perfect and you are ready to soar. Interesting, because that comes in with an act upon it now without delay. So it does feel like there was something that you felt like maybe it was even act upon it without delay, is to go within and seek inner knowledge. It was something you needed to understand and figure out for yourself. And within that was act without, no delay in that. Just do what you need to do. Look after you. This was your past, the past energy. All right, we're going to look at sort of the challenge that you had in the past and the challenge that you face now with these fairies. Challenge that you faced in the past. Challenge that you face now. Past challenge. Interesting. Light. It's really curious because that's kind of a challenge I would find that what you're seeking in that hermit mode. So light, the fairy queen of light, comes to shed love and light onto your current situation and to remind you that light can penetrate the darkness. I love that because he is holding that lantern for light. Trying to be illuminated out of a dark period. Trying to see beyond some sort of darkness, that perhaps a shadow, I'm hearing a shadow self, a part of yourself from the past that was shadowing you so that you could see your future. Current challenge. Come together. Fairies like to be busy, and a group of them is showing you that many hands make light work. Working as a team helps get the job done. That is interesting because it kind of feels like going from the Hermit to the Three of Pentacles with that card. So definitely coming out of, it's time to build things in the 3 dimension. But now at the bottom you have this, be very gentle with yourself at this time. Surround yourself with gentle people, situations, and environments. So the challenge is perhaps for you, like what groups to come together with. What groups do you feel comfortable in? What groups do you feel safe in? What groups do you feel seen in? What groups do you feel heard in? What groups do you feel like you can collaborate and make like beautiful, authentic things with? The bottom, solitude. Think of being alone as meaning you are all one and in total harmony with everything. The greatest treasures are those that wait silently during your quiet times. Oh, I love that. It does feel like you're kind of getting close to opening up some sort of a physical treasure here. I'm wondering if this then you are kind of floating in between, like this Hermit and this sort of Three of Pentacles building energy for the now, with the solitude underneath. But the greatest treasures are those that will wait silently during your quiet times. So this is almost people too that have the patience to wait for you, possibly if you've been going through something also. So if you've pulled away from, maybe you've pulled away from work, you've pulled away from friends, you're reflecting, you're doing some self-reflection here. And it does feel like even maybe personally or astrologically, energetically, you need to be in a more gentle state. You need to have gentle things around you. So I feel like this is interesting because it kind of reminds me a little bit The energy doesn't feel the same, but the topic is similar to the sacred kind of space that I felt when I did the Gemini reading. And I'm kind of picking a bit of that up right now in here, like the idea behind it anyway. So let's look at the tarot before we look at the lesson that you are... My lesson is trying to shovel cards. Don't give me a hard time. The lesson that you are... Yes, that you are still learning, and the lesson that you have accomplished or completed. So this is the snapshot. With the tarot, I'm going to kind of look at a snapshot of you then and a snapshot of you now. I really feel like that you know what to do, looking at everything on the table, was you needed to pull back, or you needed some solitude, you were looking for light. This has been sort of like, I want to say like myself and at least 3 other kind of fire signs that I know have been like going through kind of a stage like that. So I'm sort of wondering if this is sort of like a recuperation energy that's kind of occurring for fire signs, because I'm seeing that here with you for sure. So let's see the tarot. Oh yeah, 8 of Cups. There we go. Then 8 of Cups, 2 of Wands, Ace of Cups. This is nice. I really, because I like the way the solution is being found with what you were doing in the past. So now you have Princess of Cups, Love, which is the 2 of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. Boom. Hello. Oh my God. And then you have the Lovers on the bottom. Oh, Leo, pussycats. God. I hear you like purring. I hear Leo starting to purr. Okay, so you have the 8 of Cups. Now these, I like this deck too because the creator has different names for these. What is this called? Of course, it's in like a cursive. Oh, abandons success. Ooh, abandoned success. The 8 of Cups. So there are things that you... Oh, I didn't clean these. I can't wear these through the whole reading. I need to clean them. There are things in the past that you perhaps accomplished. You created some sort of success in them. You were in the process of developing success in them, but you needed to walk away. I really actually respect your energy in this reading. I think it's quite interesting and intriguing. Because there's something that you knew that you had to do, but I feel like it was what you had to do for you. And it had to do with you finding your light. Perhaps shifting energies around you. This also has a feeling of not getting caught up in my success, just so that I can continue to succeed to the detriment of myself. That's pretty cool. That's actually really, really cool. That sounds like someone who's very self-aware, becoming very self-aware, and also understanding the importance of no long-term success can really, truly be achieved if there's some sort of detriment to you. And I love the way this 8 of Wands comes into, the 8 of Cups comes into the 2 of Wands. So this is Aries energy, and it is your domain. So you have established a domain for yourself in perhaps some sort of isolated energy, some sort of hermit mode, some sort of solitude. And in that, seeing and understanding what it is that you have and how you can use that to create something moving forward. Imagining, giving yourself the time to imagine, to pull back from what you were creating and give yourself a perspective. And look at this. And then you come in with the Ace of Cups. So it gives you a whole new feeling. Like it's like you walk out of this solitude, this hermit energy, and you walk out with the whole feeling that it was almost like what you wanted to discover. These are not fulfilling. These are not emotionally in tune with where I want to drive myself. So I'm pulling away from that. I'm pulling away from it. and I'm going to imagine and be the owner of what I dream for myself. And then you find the cup. You find the cup within. Boy, and then look at this now. What are y'all doing now? You have the Princess of Cups. It's like the Page of Cups. The Two of Cups is called Love in this deck. And then you have the Ace of Wands. Come together. I feel like you're ready to come together with someone or a group. You're ready to come together with what is a reciprocal energy, with an energy that feels very balanced, very compassionate, because there's stuff here that you walked away from. So this is stuff that you only walk into what feels really good. What doesn't give you an energetic red flag, an intellectual red flag, an emotional red flag. That's what you want to come together with. And it does feel like with the prosperity card that the universe, angels are trying to provide for you on some level your physical security, some level of physical security, so you can focus more on emotional development. This feels like it could be relationship development beyond yourself with the come together. And the Ace of Wands, just feeling excited and passionate and inspired. And right, and then you had the bottom, you had the Lovers. I wouldn't be surprised actually if some of you guys, Leo, are either taking a relationship to a new level or about to go into some sort of very important relationship in your life. Oh shit, we didn't even do these yet. Okay, so yeah, now I'm gonna rain on your parade. Not really. I mean, maybe you're almost completed this lesson. Maybe you're just steps away from it. Or let's see. Okay, so we're going to see the lesson that you have not fully completed here. And then the lesson that you have fully completed. So I want to finish it on a good note. What you fully completed. Okay, first, what you haven't. Okay. Lesson not fully completed. She who frees. Liberation, unrestrained freedom. Oh, but I really see, I feel like you're steps away from this. Things that don't serve you, and being able to more quickly and accurately perceive that and make an adjustment on it. Because that's what's going on over here with this Eight of Cups and solitude and hermit energy of Archangel Uriel. Trust your inner knowledge. You know. And I think you're becoming more and more aware of what you know about yourself and what suits you and what doesn't, and what you need to perhaps take action towards to free yourself from things. Maybe there's storms involved with it sometimes, but yeah, you know what? Ride out the storm and then move forward. So liberating yourself. This is the lesson that you haven't fully learned, but I honestly, from these cards, I think you're very close. Now the lesson that you have fully learned. Hope, love, hope, and relationships. That has got to be the most beautiful lesson to understand, is hope. Because when there is nothing else, there is hope. And if you don't have hope, you have lost. What is there? There is nothing beyond hope. Because sometimes our situations can seem hopeless. They can seem hopeless. But I do feel like this energy that I see here for you in the then, this is your exploration of finding hope again. Remove yourself from the hopeless situation. Remove yourself from the feelings of hopelessness and sort of recognizing, well, what is that? What's going on in my life that makes me feel hopeless? And you find it. She who stands, resolute, implacable, and determined. Good for you. That's my Leo tribe. Oh, I liked Pussycats. It was beautiful. All right, so I'm going to go look at the extended for you. In the extended, I'm going to use tarot and oracle cards, and we're going to look at this, how this transforms into your future and looking at the future. So that's what I'm going to do for you over there. Thank you so much, Leo. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.